There's a reason why it is said to fly in class is to outlast your fears. This is Delta Airlines. Delta Airlines Inc., typically referred to as Delta, is one of the major airlines of the United States and a legacy carrier. In fact, it is one of the world's oldest airlines in operation. It is headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia.
In Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm about boarding an A350, and I will be flying today from Atlanta, Georgia, all the way to Paris in France with Delta Airlines. I guess we're flying an A350, guys. So I'll be sharing with you guys my experience and what it looks like to be on a Delta flight. It's a long haul flight, a transatlantic flight all the way to Europe, specifically in Paris.
This headline, along with its subsidiaries and regional affiliates including Delta Connection, operates over 5,400 flights daily and serves 325 destinations in about 52 countries on 6 continents. We are about to go through one of the best aircrafts from the Delta Airlines, the A350, flying from Atlanta, Georgia all the way to Paris in France.
Okay guys, I just got on the cockpit right now. We'll be flying an A330 for Delta Airlines, and I'll be asking the pilots as usual, flight hours and some basic information so they can share with us what a flight today is going to look like.
Okay. Here's our route of flight. Delta Flight 84 going Atlanta to Paris tonight. Going up the East Coast across the North Atlantic into France. And we'll be starting out at 33,000 feet climbing as we burn on fuel.
Okay. And approximately how long is this flight usually?
7 hours and 40 minutes.
For 7 hours. So what time are we getting into Paris?
No, what time do we get in? No, we're scheduled in around 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, okay. So 1 o'clock in the afternoon. All right, that's fine.
Time.
I hope I make my flight. I have a 3:30 flight to Douala, Cameroon. I'm actually going to show the African Nations Cup soccer that is taking place from the 9th. So that's what I'm going to shoot over there.
Cameroon is good soccer.
Good soccer, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate your time, and hopefully one day we'll get to see you again.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you, sir.
Delta has 9 hubs, with Atlanta being its largest in terms of total passengers and number of departures. It is ranked second amongst the world's largest airlines by number of scheduled passengers carried, revenue passenger kilometers flown, and fleet size. And also, it is ranked 69th on the Fortune 500. The company slogan is simple: keep climbing.
I'm the first person to be on board. We're waiting for a couple of other for passengers to board as usual so that our trip can begin. The pilots are so nice so far. We are hoping to have a very smooth flight to Paris tonight.
Stepping into the A350 cabin is a whole new experience. All of the seats look very comfortable with Delta's signature leather padding. On average, the seats measure 18 inches wide, and the extra legroom Comfort Plus seats offer about 35.5 inches of pitch. Another interesting addition, or perhaps a legacy feature from this cabin of the A350, is that each comfort seat, excluding the bulkhead, has a retractable footrest underneath the seat in front. And this should make it a bit easier to get comfortable while sleeping, though it could interfere with your underseat storage. Each Comfort Plus seat has access to a universal AC outlet underneath each seat, along with a USB-A port below the entertainment screen. You'd definitely be right to say that this is one of the most comfortable aircrafts in the Airbus series of the Delta fleet. onboard experience also comes with international cuisine, and of course a regular course meal, something to drink. It's very interesting. You'd definitely like it here, anytime.
Okay guys, so I'm actually enjoying the meal. You guys will be asking me what do I think about their meals. Well, I think they really need to work on their meals. They need to work on the quality need to have more variety. Like I said earlier, I think if I give them a 6 on 10, it's an overrated. It wasn't all that the best, but at least I'm happy to put 7 meal on a 7-hour transatlantic flight.
The first flight, undertaken by the Delta A350, went all the way from Atlanta to Paris. But then there is a second flight which goes from Detroit all the way to Amsterdam in the Netherlands. It is worthwhile noting that Amsterdam is the major home for KLM Airlines, and we shall be bringing you KLM Airlines on subsequent episodes.
Can you just tell us briefly about a flight today from here to Amsterdam?
Absolutely, Dr. Awah. It's great to have you here. I'm Captain Kevin May and
First Officer Greg
and
Andy Tavelli.
First Officer Tavelli. This is our flight today. We're leaving Detroit, of course, going to Amsterdam on the A350. And our route of flight today is going to take us up over Canada and just south of Greenland. I don't know if you can see that there, but we're going to come just south of Greenland and then on our arrival over the UK and right into Amsterdam.
Oh wow.
And this is a little weather application that we have, so you can see a little bit of, turn this on here. The green will show up here in just a moment. It's might be a little bit of a bumpy ride, not too bad, but just a little bit of bumps out over the ocean. For the most part, it's going to be smooth. 6 hours and 49 minutes, so pretty short flight plan tonight.
Oh wow.
To get into Amsterdam, it should be a nice day. With that
All right.
mostly clear skies, temperature about
Mid-60s.
70, I think, is the
70, yeah, about 19
high.
degrees Celsius.
And about what time are we arriving in Amsterdam?
Should arrive around, we're scheduled in at 10:25, 10:30 in the morning, but
Okay.
we might get there a little bit early.
Okay,
That's
so
the plan.
Depends on how fast everybody back there pedals.
That's right.
all right. Thank you so much for having me on
You're
here.
welcome.
This is a
Welcome
nice
aboard.
one for me. Thank you so
Coming up.
much.